everyone. Welcome back to Bearcats Daily. As always, I'm your host, Blake Thornton, aka Swiss Roll, and it has been brought to my attention that we have not really gone into great detail about our recruiting class of 2026. Now, we've discussed the transfers that have come in that'll probably make an impact right away, but then we have guys coming in who are going to be projects, basically. Not in the sense that they have no idea what they're doing, but that we're going to have to build some guys for the future of this program. And it'll be really, really exciting to see these guys develop over the years. So we're going to discuss mostly offense today. And then, of course, it is Wednesday, so it is our What to Watch For Wednesday. We'll finish up the show with that as well. But getting into things with this class. So UC for the class of 2026 really went pretty much 3-star heavy on this recruiting class. Every transfer, every recruit that has signed has pretty much been a 3-star, and they really targeted heavy around Ohio, Alabama, and Georgia for the most part. 24 signings for this class. A lot of focus on getting depth at the offensive and defensive line position and in the secondary. They did get a couple other guys as well at tight end, quarterback, running back, and we'll hopefully begin to see these guys get some playing time as the season progresses, obviously, because we want to build that talent. Will they see a lot? Chances are no, but a freshman can come in and earn a starting job at any point. So we'll have to keep our eyes out for these guys. Along with that, they had 22 transfers that signed with this class. So it's going to be a really bit of a roster turnover coming into this season. So it will be interesting to see these guys develop moving forward. And we'll start, of course, with the best position on the field, and that is, of course, offensive line. The Glass Eaters, the Hogs, the Hoss, all these guys that just go in and get their heads bashed in every play and get none of the glory. Everyone cheers for quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, defensive guys making tackles, but let's be honest, the cream of the crop, the class of football is the offensive line, okay? And that's not me being partial because I played and coached offensive line. They're just the best. Get over it. We got two guys right here from the state of Ohio coming in, one from Columbus, Ohio, and one from Lewis Center, Ohio. Both are listed at 6'5", 305. Big boys. Some big boys in there. First one is going to be Luke Grover, an offensive tackle. He was a top 150 offensive tackle in the country, and he was a top 75 overall player in Ohio. He does have an older brother already on the team, Gavin. He is a tight end for us. Luke did pass up offers from Iowa State, NC State, and Virginia Tech to sign with the University of Cincinnati. Could his brother have helped sway him? It's possible, but come on. Those red and black uniforms, especially with all the new designs that UC's got with the helmets, Nippert Stadium. Come on, there's not a better school to play for right now. So I hope it was an easy decision for him. Come from Olentangy High School, not too far away, pretty familiar with Cincinnati. It was a great signing, and I'm excited to see him play. I love size on the offensive line. And by size, I mean height. Yes, speed is important, but I can tell you this. If you're just a massive brute who can move his feet, which Luke Grover, all you got to do is just get enough momentum to throw the guy 5 yards and throw him on the ground. Without holding, of course. But these guys can really move their feet even for their bigger size, and that pays dividends long term, especially with the history that UC has had of late with the offensive line play. They're not taking any slouches, so these guys are only going to get better. You might look at a 3-star, ain't a big deal. They'll be turned into All-Americans, I have no doubt about it. His partner coming in is an interior offensive lineman. His name is Luke Collins. He's from Columbus, Ohio. He was a 3-star recruit as well. He was ranked 60th in Ohio overall for prospects, not just linemen, overall 60th. 45th interior offensive lineman in the country. There's only 44 other guys that they think are better interior offensive linemen in this recruiting class. Solid. I love it. I could not be more excited to have big, strong linemen coming in, both at tackle and at the offensive guard position. And he can move. That's another thing. If he's going to be playing guard, he's going to have to really move his feet, especially on pools where they're doing traps, things of that nature. And he can really move. His footwork is incredible. Very excited to see him play. He was first team all-conference his senior year in high school. He's got accolades to go with that skill. Had offers from Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt, West Virginia, and Indiana. And he signed with UC. Love having him in the building. Going to be really, Really excited to see him come in and get things done. Obviously, big, strong guys coming into the line. They're not exactly as heavy as I would think because they're listed at 305 and 308. That's what they're listed at. Now, colleges and even some professional teams, the listings of size aren't always accurate. They really aren't. They kind of, you're always going to give a little bit here or there. So let's say they're about 6'4", 6'5", but they're only about 280 to 285 in weight. As they get in the building and get these workout programs going, they're going to put on weight in a healthy weight. They're going to lift, they're going to run, they're going to get stronger. So if we can really get up to, I think 310, 315, but they're solid, they're going to be just absolute brick walls on that line. And it's really going to help not just them, but also their quarterback, who they're going to have Brooks Goodman coming in for them, part of this recruiting class as well. So they're really going to develop with the quarterback in that sense. And I think that continuity of coming in with a young quarterback is going to just build for when they see more and more snaps as time goes. Because obviously, Brooks Goodman coming in as a freshman, barring something drastic happening, probably won't see many downs this season. Obviously, we have the two quarterbacks that were brought in the transfer portal, with J.C. French probably being the starter as of now. He won't see the field as much, but he's coming out of Roswell, Georgia. They got him listed at 6'2", 212 as a pocket passer. Now, remember that. He was listed as a pocket passer when he was recruited. And I'm going to get to something that'll be kind of interesting. Another 3-star recruit. They had him ranked as the 64th quarterback prospect in the nation. And throughout his high school career, he threw over 4,500 yards, had 41 TDs, and he had 13 rushing scores. This was all through his junior year, so he was producing very, very early on. But that's interesting. 13 rushing scores. Now, there are some of you maybe thinking, well, he played 3 years. Ideally would be 3 years. But let's say he doesn't come in and start right away as a freshman. So let's say 2 full seasons to just, kind of level the playing field a little bit for him. 13 rushing scores, but he's a pocket passer. So what does this tell us? Well, not only is he a pocket passer, over 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns, obviously he's slinging the rock. Those are Joe Burrow-esque numbers right there in high school. Calm down. But then he's rushing the ball. So I think more like, to compare a recent quarterback, I think Desmond Ridder. Desmond was a pocket passer, but he did and still does have the ability to scramble out of the pocket and extend plays. And we've seen guys, Joe Burrow is that case. None really thought he was super athletic, but yet you watch as he plays, the man can scramble and can run. Aaron Rodgers made a career out of extending plays to throw the ball deep downfield, scrambling, rolling out, things of that nature. Having that ability to make the defense have to respect you as a passer, but if for some reason you have to extend the play or the pocket breaks down, if he can scramble out, that extra 3 to 4, 5 seconds of a play give those receivers more time to get open, tougher for the defensive backs to cover, and shut it down. So even though they've got him listed as a pocket passer, I like this guy. And I think he's going to be a solid quarterback. I don't care about the stars. Every star ranking, it's all projections. You could be the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft and do nothing at all with your career. You could be undrafted or drafted very, very low and become one of the greatest all time, a la Tom Brady, drafted at pick, 199? I mean, the projections don't really matter. Anybody can step up, get better, and play. I'll be excited to see Brooks come in, and he's got a new target coming in with him at tight end. And this guy just is like a carbon copy of Jonnu Smith from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's listed right now at 6'7", 240-pound tight end out of Alliance, Ohio. Went to West Branch High School. 6'7", 240. It's a little bit on the thinner side. Again, we got to take these listings with a grain of salt because we don't, they can be fudged a little bit. But senior year, 714 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 38 receptions. Now, is it kind of cheating if he's 6'7"? Yeah, I mean, shoot. Throw the ball up, let him go get it. Ain't no one going to guard him. Who's guarding him? Nobody's guarding that. At 6'7", 240. He's got long legs. He can run, but he's also good in protection. He can run block. He's got such long arms that, while granted, you might get caught for holding with that kind of reach because you're obviously going to be reaching out trying to block, but he can still move. Being that tall and being able to be athletic as he is a huge blessing. I mean, most guys that are tall and lengthy, they're kind of awkward. Look at Wemby in the NBA, like 7'3" or whatever he is. Like, it just doesn't. He's athletic. Don't get me wrong. That's why he's in the NBA. But you can just tell there's kind of that little bit of ungangliness going on. Gavin Gregory being 6'7", he doesn't show that. Doesn't show that in the slightest. I'll be really, really excited to see him come in and develop as a player. I think he can be better than Joe Royer. And Joe Royer is one of the best tight ends we've ever had. And yes, I am including him in the same discussion as other UC tight end Travis Swift. I mean Travis Kelce. Damn it. Keep doing that. Sorry. He's getting married, though, so it might be Travis Swift one day. She makes the most money. That's neither here nor there. Be excited to see him come in and play. But all these guys coming in are really going to develop under Satterfield. And that is the biggest what to watch for in the world. We've never really had to see Satterfield try to coach necessarily, if that makes sense. When he came in, obviously, I know a lot of players left, draft, things like that, and he kind of had to develop guys. But he hasn't really done that. His coaching has not, we've been successful despite his coaching. And by successful, I mean we haven't been absolute dog crap. He's going to have to take a roster full of transfers with a brand new recruiting class and develop players. We didn't get any 5-star recruits that are going to come in and be All-Americans. We didn't. Him and his coaching staff are going to have to build talent and build a program like Cignetti did when he went to Indiana. Look what he did at James Madison. Brought in under-recruited guys, developed them, put them on the field, and won football games. He goes to Indiana and takes what nobody in the world would have predicted would be a championship team in 2 years. And he did that through development, through coaching, building guys up that were under-recruited, that weren't as talented as some of these other guys, and made a program out of it. And Satterfield's got to do that now. So we'll see if he's able to do it. That's what I'm watching for this season, is how well does Satterfield develop the players, develop the team? Are we better than what we were the first game of the season? Can we be good when we start and better when we finish? That's what it's going to take. And I just don't know if Satterfield can do it, but it's what I'm going to watch for. Hope you all will continue watching here. Thank you for Fan Arch for making this possible. If you guys have any questions that you would like answered on the show, would love to hear your thoughts on Satterfield and our recruiting class. Leave those in the comments below. Until next time, I appreciate y'all watching.